Alright, this is day 5 of talking. Day 5? Day 6 of talking to the camera every single day, sharpen my skills. And I will keep it 100% real with you guys. I do not want to film this video because I'm so tired. And low key, I'm feeling super sick because my throat is like itchy and like my eyes are like drying up and watering. And like I had a slight headache in the morning, had to take a 2-hour nap, and now my nose is stuffy. So everything is telling me to not film this video, but yet here I am. I'm still filming this video because I need to prove to myself that I can stay consistent and I am disciplined enough to actually follow through on what I committed to. Because if I break the streak, I'm just gonna keep breaking it and it's gonna go nowhere, right? So yeah, let's just get into how I'm like feeling right now. Because last night I went over, so I picked up my girlfriend after I filmed my talking head video, and it was like late at night, like 10:30. I got home, we ate like dinner. What did I eat? Oh, I ate like Korean pasta and like some like ice cream and shit. It was honestly pretty good, but yeah, after that I went home. I think it was like 12:30ish. We were like unpacking her shit, and that took me all the way to like 1 where I showered. And then after like 1, my friend started to plan our China trip in September. So that that took a long time because I was calling from like 1:30 to like 2:15 because we're trying to decide if we're gonna cut out some cities, because we're going like to like a bunch of cities, but I'll talk about that later. Anyways, so I slept at 2:30, but the issue was that my girlfriend was like pretty jet lagged, so she slept a lot on the plane. Told me she slept 10 hours out of like the 16-hour flight from Hong Kong, and because of that she couldn't sleep at night. So I was sleeping beside her and she would like keep turning, and then like at some point like she was just watching TikToks, in front of my face, and then I could hear the TikTok, and then like even though my eyes are closed I could still see the flashing light, and I'm like, yeah, I can't really do this. Like I'm so tired but I can't sleep. And then like I had my eyes closed but my mind was still on, because TikTok obviously does that to you, right? It's like the bright light and like the sound. I mean, she wasn't playing it loud, but still. So I'd say like I actually fell asleep at like maybe 3, and I had like maybe 4 hours of sleep until she woke up. She apparently slept 2 hours, and I woke up at 7. She woke me up at 7 and telling me that she was bored, and I'm like, oh my god. Because then I had to, I wanted to sleep but I couldn't get deep quality sleep. So then I was feeling like pretty shit, because then I was like, I'm not gonna be well today, and I already know because I had a long day yesterday. I woke up at 9 a.m. I was grinding content and I could not get enough sleep, so now I am feeling sick. Guess that's what happens. But so I slept for like 4 hours, and then she kept waking me up like every hour asking me, are you done sleeping yet? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be sick today. So I woke up already feeling like I had an itchy throat, and then we went out to go eat brunch, and went to this place, pretty good. It was called Glass Kitchen, and like it was like an Asian fusion kind of restaurant, and honestly one of the best brunch spots in Toronto. And yeah, when like I was coming back, I was so tired. Like she slept in the car, and I was just like, my eyes were like watering, and like I had like a slight headache, and my throat was already itchy, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get sick now, right? And like I didn't have the stuffy nose until like after like dinner, where like I had to drive again. So then we took a 2 hour nap from like 5 to like 7 because I was so tired. I could not. I was like, if I stayed, because like she was like, oh, we shouldn't sleep because you know we're gonna get jet lagged. I mean, we're not gonna be able to sleep at night. But I'm like, I need to sleep or else I cannot function. So there's no point of me staying up and like you know doing shit if I'm not even gonna be able to do anything. So I need to sleep. So slept until 7, had dinner, and then she's starting her new job tomorrow. So she's going to be super busy, and she's like filling out forms and shit, and like preparing for her first day. So now I came home. It's 10 p.m. I'm hella tired, and I am feeling sick. But I have to get this video out just to prove to myself that I can build consistency and also improve my speaking at the same time. So that's my day. I hope you are having a better day than me because I am not having a good day. I need to shower and then sleep when I'm done this video. Hopefully these 20 minutes go by quick because I'm honestly counting down the clock. There was a clock right there, and I'm like staring at the minutes, hoping that this is gonna go any faster, but I know that it's not. So I'm just gonna keep yapping to the camera and praying that time just flies by as I yap. Okay, enough of this negative shit. I hate talking about. I hate complaining and shit, but let's talk about. What should we talk about today? Let's talk about another one of my insecurities on camera, cause why not? I feel like my voice is like really bad today, and my tone is not good. I feel like I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now, but I'm like kind of whispering because my mom's next door and she's awake, and also I don't want to wake her up, and I'm just feeling like shit, so my throat hurts, but still gonna film this video. Yeah, I was gonna talk about another one of my insecurities, which is perfectionism, because I feel like every single time I post a video, it always has to be perfect, has to have like, you know, the perfect like cuts, perfect scenes, everything has to be crystal clear, and I'm trying to like unlearn that because I feel like I had that mindset from engineering where everything has to be perfect, right? Like if you're an engineer, you have to be like precise and calculated with every single move, and that kind of screws me over in some areas like content creation because like every single time I post a video I always feel like everything has to be perfect, all the text has to be perfectly aligned, and yeah, like that is good and all, but it's not letting me get the repetitions in, and it's not allowing for consistency, because if I spend so much time to be perfect in a video, I'll take like 5-6 hours on just one video, right? Like that's what happened like the Saturday. Like I was trying to make a perfect video, but you know that really took up a shit ton of my time, and I know I don't have 5-6 hours a day, right? So if I want to make a consistency series of like where I choose discipline over dopamine, I know I'm going to have to sacrifice something in terms of like quality, or like just to get like pump up these reps, right? I'm not trying to have like the top-notch quality stuff. I'm just trying to build the foundation so then I can have better storytelling, better scripting, better ideation, better flow, better visuals, better storytelling. I said storytelling. Better, what's it called? Better filming, shot taking, like editing, all of that, right? Like I want that to be as efficient as possible, and like I wanted to be able, like eventually I want to be able to like pump these videos out like in an hour, right? Because realistically, I'm not gonna have more than an hour a day. I mean, some days I'll have like 4 or 5 hours, right? But other days I won't even have like one. So I want to be able to, like, I want to be able to just film on, like, I want to be able to film like consistently every day. Like I don't want to fake that part. I want to like be raw and authentic and showcase the struggles, right? Like let's say that I'm at my girlfriend's, I'm still gonna film like maybe a shitty quality video just to post consistently. But obviously you want to be intentional with your reps too. You want to keep improving stuff. But if that comes at the cost of like a lot of time, which I don't have, then I'm gonna sacrifice quality over time. Quality over time. I mean quality over. I'm gonna sacrifice quality for quantity because I need to stay consistent, right? Like it's not sustainable. I need to stay consistent and slowly figure out ways that so that it fits into my schedule, and also I can improve the quality over time, and like, you know, everything just becomes faster as you just keep doing it. I feel like I'm too slow at doing this kind of things because I always have that perfectionist mindset, which is kind of stopping me from actually being able to pump out these videos constantly. And that was my issue, right? Like I was posting a video maybe like every 3 days on average, like one of those like scripted ass inauthentic videos, but and I was posting like filler videos in between of like trendy videos and like microwavable content obviously, and I was posting maybe like 5-6 times a week, but realistically out of those 5-6 videos I was maybe posting 3 videos max per week of like actual content and not just recycled ones, because you know obviously I'm not trying to do any of that anymore. So yeah, I want to figure out a way to get this whole like process down into like an hour or less, right? So then I can actually sustainably do it, and like even in the days that I can't do it, right? Like I can spend an extra 2 hours on like a different day to get videos out on that day, and I want to be able to eventually be able to batch stuff. But the issue for me about batching is that if I try to batch content, right? Let's say I try to film like 7 videos at once. I feel like if I'm doing like a challenge series or like consistency series, it doesn't become like authentic. I don't really share my challenges and the struggles I'm with, right? So like let's say that like I really cannot post anything on like a Friday or a Saturday that I'm out. I can say to the camera that, oh, today I'm having this challenge and it's really not letting me post this, but you know I'm still here, I'm still posting, and that just proves to me that I can build this consistency and nothing is going to stop me. So I want to be like that. I don't want to like make an excuse of be like, oh, because I was hanging out with my girlfriend, or like I didn't have any time, and oh, I was busy at work. Like none of that bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. So need to really dial in and focus on filming these reps. Honestly, I might just start tomorrow, mainly because my girlfriend is she's gonna be at work, and I'm gonna have like lots of free time. I'm gonna try to like dial in on this content creation and start posting these like this like consistency series that I've been cooking up recently. And yeah, I mean I guess it starts with thinking of the ideas. I actually thought of, once I let go of like this like, oh, I need to have the perfect words, right? I kind of was able to think of so many new ideas and think of so many things, right? Like the moment I stopped attaching myself to these metrics and like, oh, what's gonna get me the most views, or like, oh, what's going to, you know, perform the best, like I started to actually enjoy making content. Like I was enjoying making ideas. I was enjoying the whole process of just thinking of idea, right? Like I wasn't thinking, oh, what's the best word to use in this situation, right? Like that comes with time, but you need to try out. Well, I'm really talking to me, myself. I'm not talking to you. I need to try out myself before I can even judge if this is a good hook, right? And if it was a good hook and I like actually like I check back in like a week and I get like a shit ton of views, then I'll just double down on it, right? But right now I'm just really testing the waters, trying out like everything that I can think of, and yeah, so I got the ideas down. I got I'm way better at talking heads now, so I'm just gonna do talking heads and just put some B-roll on top of it, right? And then for editing, I'm probably gonna find some random instrumental, gonna put some like CapCut auto generated captions on top, and then what else should I do? Let's do. Okay, so first think of the idea, which think of the idea. I'm not gonna write a script. I'm just gonna write like bullet forms or like just like mind dump whatever I can think of. So that's number two, which I did those two already, so that's good for me. And then I'm going to film. So filming is not going to take long. I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing in this exercise, but except I'm going to be like kind of just voicing out what my idea is and like what my script is. And then I'm going to film some B-rolls of like maybe I'll just pull from some previous shit and like film some extra stuff. But I'm not gonna put too much effort into it, right? Because like I really don't want to put too much effort, or else I fall into the trap of perfectionism and like spending way too much time and overthinking every single part of this. Like it should not take me more than 5 minutes to do anything right now. So after I film, I'm going to drag all the clips onto CapCut, and I'm going to edit. I'm gonna do quick edits. You know what? I'm probably not gonna do the 2 to 3 second rule yet, because that's too much for me right now. Like, if I focus on that, it'll be way too hard. And I think captions I'm gonna do like 3 to 4 words, because captions also take time, right? Like captions itself, it will probably take like 30 minutes to do like each day. So that's already 30 minutes gone. I already have the ideas and script generated. So let's say that I spend 30 minutes on filming. Yeah, let's say I spend 30 minutes on filming and like scripting. Okay. If I spend another 30 minutes on editing, just like putting all the B-roll on top of the talking heads and also editing the caption, theoretically I should be done in an hour. Because I want to be able to pump out this content in an hour and not think about it that much. Okay, so after I edit the video, add the captions, add the music, what else do I need to do? So after that, I will need to, well, I mean, that's it, alright? Like, I just export the video, and then I'm going to, what do I do after I export the video? Captions, I'm gonna keep it simple. Like, I'm literally just gonna brain dump and think of whatever I can think of. Because, I spent way too long trying to like hack the algorithm by putting a super long ass caption, but I realized if I want to stay consistent, that's gotta cut out. So after I get all the captions, I'm done for the day. So realistically, 1 hour of the day should be good. I'll maybe like plan out like what shots I'll take, because that does take time. Like I think I'll have 1 day for planning out all the shots and all the ideas. Okay, shots and ideas. Okay, so that's 1 day. And then the next day would be, I guess on the day of, I can do the scripting, because like that's literally just me talking to the camera and thinking out loud. It's literally me yapping to the camera, exactly what I'm doing right now. So all I need to prepare is the ideas and the filming shots. Ideas and filming shots. And after that, I'm going to, on the day of, I'm going to script and I'm going to edit. So that's going to be 1 hour per day, which I realistically can do. And let's say that I am in my girlfriend's, right? Let's say I have an idea. I'm just going to do handheld vlog, because I'm trying to pump these out, and sometimes on my girlfriend's, it's really hard to like film these videos when, like, you know, she wants my attention and like, you know, don't have much time and stuff like that, but have to get it done. I think this may or may not be my last talking headshot that I post, but if I do continue and I do have enough time to post these videos and do these talking shots, I'm gonna continue because it's this is a really good way of journaling. Like, I feel like I'm just voicing out all of my opinions to my friend who's kind of just sitting there listening to me, right? Like, he's kind of smiling at me, and I'm still looking at the photo, right? So it's kind of like I'm voicing out my opinions to him, and he's just kind of there to listen. So in a way, it's kind of like therapy for me as well as journaling. So this is a really good way of like just practicing my speech, being able to voice my own opinions, collecting my thoughts, and also connecting them, right? Because I used to have a really hard time of like putting two thoughts together and like combining them. Like, I always had pauses in my speeches, and I didn't know what to do, right? I would be saying like, now I don't really do it as much, but now what I do is like I pause, as in like I kind of have like a empty space in between my sentences so that I can actually articulate what I'm saying and not sound like a retard by saying I this is actually this one project manager. I'm not gonna call him out, but I have to. He always says like every 3 words. Obviously English is not his first language, but every 3 words he says and I'm like, bro, are you that, like, do you not know how to speak English so well? I mean, I guess he doesn't, but yeah, it's kind of really hard to listen to him talk because of how much times he says and engineering does not help with that. They do not teach you how to speak, and especially on camera, like, this is not something that's natural. I hate talking to the camera, and I hate pretending like a piece of object is my friend, but here I am doing it, and it feels much more comfortable. I guarantee that anyone that does this will definitely feel much better after doing this exercise, because I definitely do. And honestly, I'm feeling much better. Like, even though my throat hurts and my nose is stuffy, but I'm glad I got to kind of connect my thoughts, voice them out loud, and know what I'm doing next. So let me repeat one more time. Okay, so ideas and scripting. No. Ideas and the shots I'm going to think beforehand. On the day of, I'm going to just ideas, script, and the shot I'm going to think beforehand. I'm going to spend one day just doing that. And then on the day of, I'm going to be filming and then editing. That's all I'm going to be doing, because I don't want to put any more effort into it than that, and that's how I'm going to stay consistent. Anyways, I really need to shower. I'm feeling like shit right now, but I need to sleep also. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys, for anyone that's listening, but I doubt anyone is. But hopefully I sound better on camera. I feel like shit. Anyways, goodbye. I'm gonna shower. Bye.